Hi, I'm Berlijan Untalan. In this video, we're going to show you how you can download and install Fedora version 25 on Oracle. But before we begin the installation process, let us give an overview of both of this software and their application. VirtualBox is a virtualization product used for enterprise as well as personal purposes. It provides a platform environment that allows different kinds of compatible and incompatible software to run on your hosting operating system, which is really helpful in testing and debugging applications. Next is Fedora, an open source Linux-based operating system, a platform for hardware, clouds, and containers that enables software developers and community members to build tailored solutions for their users. So first, we'll prepare an installed Oracle VirtualBox on your operating system. We are not going to show you how to download the VirtualBox in this video. So for now, we're going to download the Fedora ISO file. First, just open your preferred browser and search for Fedora 25 Workstation ISO. And from the result, click the link with a dnsdl.fedoraproject.org. And the reason why we are downloading an older version of Fedora Workstation here, and so it is archived and not downloadable in official website. So just proceed the website. Here we have 5 options, and for this video we're going to choose a version Fedora Workstation Live ISO file. And as you can see, we have an existing file prepared on our operating system, so we will cancel this one. And now that we have downloaded the ISO file, we are all set to create a virtual machine for our guest operating system.
So, to make a virtual machine, just open your VirtualBox, and here we are going to create a new virtual machine. For that, click this new button here, and once you click this button, it's going to give you this interface. And here, we will give the name Fedora 25 for our virtual machine. Then, you can choose which version you are currently working with. But as you can see, VirtualBox has automatically provided this information as I type in Fedora. After that, you can select the default directory for your virtual machine. For me, I will use my preferred directory. Click select folder. So after that, just click next. And this is the minimum memory it requires, but we can give a little bit more memory to it. For example, let's say 2 GB of memory. Click next, and here it says create our virtual hard drive now, which we want, so just leave it as default, which is second option, and just click create. Next, we will leave the first option selected, which is VDI format, and then click next. And here, we want the dynamically allocated memory selected, and just click next. And here, you can provide the size to your guest operating system. Fedora operating system requires a minimum of 8 GB, but you can increase it, for example, 25 GB, or whatever size of memory you want to allocate on your hard disk. And then click create. And that is going to create this Fedora virtual machine.
But still, it's not yet ready to use because we haven't provided the path for the ISO file in this virtual machine, right? So, what you need to do next is just select Fedora from here and then click settings. After that, it will open the settings option for Fedora virtual machine. And here, you can change some of the settings related to Fedora, but what we want to do for now is to navigate to Systems tab, and here we can see that we have allocated 2 GB of memory. The next option is to increase the number of processors you want to allocate for Fedora. So for now, we'll provide 2 processors. And then select the storage section. In here, we want to provide the location of our ISO file. So just select storage and go to controller IDE and select empty. And on the right hand side, you will be able to see this kind of interface. Just select the CD icon, then click choose virtual CD disk file. Now we will select the location wherever we have saved our Fedora ISO file. Then click open. This is going to provide the path for your ISO file. Now we are ready to start our installation for Fedora workstation.
To start the installation, just select Fedora and click Start, and a prompt message will appear. So here, just click Cancel since we have already selected the path, and we'll begin the installation for the Fedora. First, it's going to give you this kind of screen, and then you just need to press Enter key, which is going to start your installation. Now here you can see the welcome screen for the installation. So click Install Hard Drive option, and the next step is to choose your language in which you want to install Fedora. So for example, I want to install Fedora in English. So I will just search for the English version, which is this one. And then I'm going to click continue. And now the next option, I need to choose the keyboard settings, time and date settings, installation destination settings, and network settings. So we will do it one by one. First of all, in the keyboard settings, the English keyboard is selected. But for now, we will settle with this configuration. Then click done. The next option is system. So just click on system, and we will leave these settings in default. Also okay, so just click done once again. Third option is date and time. Automatically my location is showing, so I'm just going to click done here. And the fourth option is going to be the network option, so we will just choose a network and home name. For now, I don't want to change anything, so I will just click done once again. So even if you don't want to change anything in this four option, you just need to open everyone and then choose the option and click the done button. And then you can see an installation button here. So just click begin installation.
So after beginning the installation, we will be directed to this user configuration settings, where we can create our new user and our new root password. So to create the new user, just click user creation, and in here we can set the name and the password for our new user. Then after doing so, check the make this user administrator and click done. This will make our user administrator for this guest operating system. So after that, we can select the root password to create our new root password for this guest operating system. So after that, just click done, and then you will wait for the installation to complete and then proceed to the next process. After the installation is complete, you can now see that we have successfully installed Fedora on our virtual machine using VirtualBox. And we now proceed to the last step. Just click quit, and in here, we'll now unmount or unlink the ISO file on our Fedora virtual machine. To do that, just go to the device and click optical drivers, and in here just uncheck Fedora Workstation Live and for some more. After that, you're going to the machine, and in here you will select reset, start virtual machine. So as you can see, we have successfully booted to the Fedora 25 workstation operating system. Next is we are going to log in our newly created account. Type in the password
Second week ng January, babalik ako sa doktor.
and sign in. This will then take us to the welcome interface. And since we have already configured the settings, let's click on that. And in here you can change your privacy settings, but for me I'll just leave it as default. I'll just click next. And in here we have given an option to sync any of these social media accounts, but for now I'll just skip this option. Start using Fedora. So that is one way you can download and install Fedora 25 Workstation operating system on Oracle VirtualBox.